Welcome to this evening's edition of Mayhem's Amigos. I'm TJ. That's Adam. There's Irene. And I don't know if we're going to see Chris tonight or not. He is on the way back from the benefit last night that was up at Top Fuel Saloon. And I think he's a little worse for wear.
Well, if he got as many donations as he might have gotten, he may not be able to sit.
You know, I still would have given him like $100 and then stapled it right to his dong. I mean, that would have been me. Clunk. Oh, the dong. I think he would have screamed a little bit.
Probably. Would have been very high pitched.
Yeah, maybe he would have cried a little, but that would have been me. Like, ka-chunk, here you go, right in the dong.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Well, you know, I'm just a nice person like that.
Yeah.
It's $100 for a good cause, right?
Yeah, $100 for a good cause. I mean, there was another guy that I paid $200 to see him get shocked in water. I was really happy for that too. That was fun.
Wow.
One of these days I'll dig that clip up. One of these days I'll dig that clip up and replay it and be like, "Yeah, here you go."
Oh yeah.
I was happy with that. Oh man, so lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
I'm still in my purgatory in Austin.
Okay.
And the guy they had for my replacement fizzled.
Okay.
And just wasn't getting it. Couldn't do what he needed to do. And the director of education in Austin, I think she blames me.
Oh.
I'm like, why would you blame me for his incompetency? I don't get it.
Right.
Because, like, I'm an innocent here.
Hey, I thought they were just
Yeah,
wanting to
right.
you out if you were good.
No, really, this time I am.
Oh, okay, Scouts honor.
Yeah, no, actually, look, this guy got 2 weeks of training where most people only get one.
Oh, that already screams help me.
Yeah, and was
Sorry.
not getting it. And I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about because this was not my fault. There's no way I could make somebody that inept that they can't get through everything when they already have the license to do the job. And yet, no, I really think that lady's blaming me. Like, this was her guy she hired, right?
Right.
And she's looking at me like I poisoned him or something. And now he can't even fart to put the truck into gear, and it's all my fault. And I literally this time I am not at fault.
Come on, TJ. We know that you've done that to a bunch of people throughout life. You just meet them and they become stupider as you go. And, you know.
Where's Rage at?
I'm an example, yes.
He would back me up on this. There's no way this is my fault.
Mhm.
Some people start off stupid.
Yeah, Rage definitely was there. I mean, look, if I had done a few of the things that I have been accused of allegedly doing in the past, allegedly, mind you.
Keyword, allegedly.
Then maybe there'd be some grounds. But I did not smoke a bunch of weed and then get over 30 caps of shrooms and cook it into spaghetti and then invite him over and say, here, have some spaghetti, and waited until he was fried and then turn on Fantasia. So this is not my fault.
That sounds awfully specific. Like, maybe that's not what happened this time, but has this happened to you before in the past? Because that was like very
allegedly.
specific.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I did this in the past.
Okay. But there's no
Um,
proof. So therefore it didn't happen.
Well, I mean, if I had done this in the past, then the proof would have been eaten.
Yeah.
And digested and there
Right.
it lies in its
Yeah,
final resting
exactly.
place.
Pika's going, gave me the idea. I'm making spaghetti.
Oh
There
Lord.
you go. Just not skip the mushrooms. That's all.
But
Or
I mean,
if you're at home by yourself, include the mushrooms. Why not?
just don't put in Pink Floyd The Wall.
Oh
No.
Lordy.
No. Or the movie. No.
No, I'm talking about the movie. Don't put in the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
No. You
I've
will
been
have
told that's the trip.
You will have hammermen chasing you in your nightmares for the next 5 years.
Oh, that's a long time. A long time for nightmares.
Yeah, I know. You know, that's just kind of freaky. I mean, here's another thing. Whatever you do, there are certain people that you never leave things around like CPR dolls.
Oh my land. You can say that
Yeah.
50 times.
Well, you mean there are people using CPR dolls for things other than CPR? Get out.
Allegedly.
Oh, okay. Allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly.
That makes it okay.
Although I think a confession by a person would eliminate allegedly.
You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's one of those instances where I want pictures or it didn't happen.
I
don't
when I
pictures, I don't think.
first when I heard that the other day, that caused me to become creative, and I started writing.
Oh, okay. I was going to realize. I was like,
No, I was
where
not
is this
becoming
going?
creative that way.
Where is this going? Sorry. My
But
mind went
after-
somewhere. And
So, TJ, how expensive was the crash test dummy?
Well, if I was going to do that, I know who I would send that to.
if I was going, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not going to do
If I
something
did it,
like
this
that.
is how I would have done it.
But I would have bought
I
the crash
totally
test
didn't.
dummy. I would have bought the crash test dummy, preferably with the big open mouth, and then I would have sent it to a person that I know in Illinois, and allowed that person to enjoy said dummy.
Here comes a deer.
Oh my.
But I would want to make sure that crash test dummy also had the ability to defecate.
Oh my.
So if it was assaulted in any way, then the defecation would occur.
Oh, and that's how you know.
That would be how you would know. Yeah.
It's no longer allegedly.
Oh, my mind is going places it should not
I love
go.
Tommy. Tommy goes, okay, well, as disturbing as it already is, was this a retired CPR dummy or still an active dummy? To our understanding, at the time of said incident, this was still an active CPR dummy.
Incidents is still allegedly. Even though there's a confession, right?
There was a confession.
So
If you want to be disturbed for a few days and you are a subscriber, Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster, the Thursday night show, go tune into it. You will get the whole story and understand why it was so disturbing.
Oh my.
And where I got my sudden inspiration and wrote, which Adam and I talked about on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam says, well, let's just record it. And I go, well, I kind of need permission.
Okay.
But if I got the permission, this team would definitely record it, I'm sure.
yeah, everyone just gets a part and you voice it and
yeah.
you know.
I mean, that would be where it was at, you know.
Right.
Oh, hey, there he
Coming in
is.
hot, boys.
Oh
Stay
my
wow.
He made it. And I think he's in one piece.
Dude,
hard to tell,
Why?
Why what?
Why do we got to see your titties?
Oh, my man, boobs.
No.
Hey, it's better than seeing the staple marks on his ass. Okay.
No.
So,
Dude, I could have sworn that I just saw that you're not wearing pants.
No, I'm wearing pants.
I'm not
I
sure what
can't
I
do a
believe.
show without pants. So if I can't.
no problem. No pants, there might be an issue.
Well,
All right. So, did anybody staple money to your dong? I
no,
guess that's the first question.
no.
So nobody gave you enough money to staple to your dong.
Actually, I didn't. I ended up not doing that because it was going to take away from Jezebel's act.
Really?
And if you see my Facebook page and all of our social medias, Jezebel's act, oh my goodness, that was fucking awesome.
I saw one part with the grinder.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You put your dong in a grinder?
No, Jezebel has like these special custom made belt buckles, and she dances with the grinder, fucking putting the grinder up against the belt buckle.
You're throwing sparks and everything.
Yeah, I was wearing my safety glasses when I got down there at the camera.
There's a shock. So I was telling a story. We heard Irene and I heard this firsthand on Thursday night about how an individual saw the very open mouth of a CPR dummy and decided that he wanted to know what oral satisfaction felt like.
Sounds like a sick motherfucker.
So he
has his moments.
He found out what the CPR dummy, and Tommy asked me pointedly, he's like, was this still an active CPR dummy? And I said, yes, it was at the time.
Sadly, yes.
So
poor little Annie.
Tommy just said he
was violated after getting off work.
So I got to give Tommy credit. He says, I hope the dummy was tested for STDs later.
Where are you? I'm gonna kick his ass.
What?
Did you get them ready to go outside?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay, you couldn't wait 10 minutes to call them?
Get her!
Oh
Someone grab that clip.
Like Hillbilly Joe's house 10 years ago.
Way to shit on the honeydew list.
Oh, God.
It looks like he totally threw the list out the window before he came.
Oh, God, that was great. The only thing that would have made it better is if she would have came in and screamed, he's got a tiny pecker.
If it would have been on video, that would have been, instead of staring up.
Even better, yes.
She ain't ever going to come in and scream that.
I would have loved it if she would have walked in and just yelled that you've got a little pecker.
I would lift that. For the website.
Quickly.
She ain't ever going to say that.
Tommy wants to know if we need to call 911. Do you need a wellness check?
No, we're good right now.
What are we not gonna say?
My wife ain't never going to try to claim that I got a small dick.
Oh, no, I can't say that.
You heard it, folks.
Just say part of it, please, and space out the words so I can edit it correctly.
Oh, yeah.
So this is why you wouldn't go out with me when you got home, because you had a show.
Uh-oh.
No, because I didn't want to come all the way home after being in the car for X amount of hours, X amount of days, and then turn around and get right back in it.
Apparently that's wait, mind you. Apparently that's not true. That's exactly what you did when you walked in the door. Oh, okay. Sorry. Why did you get a chain? I told you to get a big chain.
When Chris gets in trouble.
They break those.
This is made for large dogs up to 125 pounds.
Put it on here.
So it'll
So
fit
it's
on
not
Chris's
easy to
neck
break when you're
perfectly.
shackled to the bed.
Man, you can walk out of it.
No, I did not say large dongs 125 pounds.
That's a swollen dong, man.
No kidding.
And you didn't want them poop. Make sure they get swapped out.
Okay.
Dude, it really does look like
All
you're
right.
not wearing pants. I swear to God.
I'm wearing pants.
Okay.
I'm wearing my gym shorts.
Tell us you appreciate the courtesy. I didn't get that courtesy when you came home.
Of me wearing pants?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't get the
He
courtesy
wasn't
of him
wearing
wearing
pants when he seen me.
No,
Okay,
I told her I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home, and I require there to be a naked woman in my bed when I get there.
And then I couldn't find one.
Oh, well, shit.
I know.
Puts my hydrocortisone on it.
He didn't specify. My God, dude. What is it with you? I love it when you get in trouble, but fuck.
Beautiful outside.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you got in trouble for not taking everything out of the trunk.
No, she ain't. She don't. No, we ain't in trouble for that. Oh my God, I drank too much whiskey last night. If there is such a thing.
Is there such a thing? I need an authority on this. Is there such a thing as too much whiskey? Dude, you look like you're a bag of hammered shit. I mean, you just slammed.
Dude, you do realize I've been going fucking nonstop for almost a week.
So you've
Fuck,
been having fun, right?
Yeah, dude, we were drinking fucking till 2:30 in the morning. I laid down. I got up at 6, hung around the hotel eating greasy McDonald's and drinking coffee until I felt sober enough to drive.
You know what would have cleaned you out is if you would have went up to Chicago and just got yourself some White Caps.
Yeah. Drunk Chris bought me tools.
Drunk Chris bought you tools.
Wow. Did you need tools?
No.
Tommy
But I
says
guess-
if you can't remember how much you drank crap.
Hold on.
Maybe future drunk Chris might need tools.
That was full yesterday.
And you left some behind? So
That was
neglectful.
full yesterday.
Were you
And
sharing?
there's a and come get you, Paul. And there's another bottle of the number 9 regular that's dead and gone in a graveyard somewhere.
Well, that was because you power chugged it earlier this week.
No. I'm talking a different bottle.
Oh,
I love the number 9.
I
I
like
drink
it
that
too
shit
when
by
it
the fifth.
proceeded by a 6.
I mean, I don't know how your liver is still liking you right now.
Oh, I can tell you right now, my fucking liver hates me.
Your liver is going to be beating the shit out of your fart box this afternoon or tonight. You know that, right?
Harry? Oh, dude. Oh. So they got this hot sauce. It's called the right hand of
Fart
doom.
box.
It's called the right hand of doom.
Okay.
The double doom. And it is the hottest hot sauce in the world. Like 26 million Scovilles or some shit like that.
So that sounds like something that the intern might want to try.
Yeah.
No. No. That's
I didn't
above
say
my
much.
payload. No.
Above your payload.
Yeah.
Wait, you're getting paid in loads now? I didn't
It's
think I
above
was
my
paying
pay
you anything.
scale.
No.
You swallow.
Wait a minute.
No,
Are
you
you
know.
saying that you would try it, Irene?
I was talking about getting paid in loads.
Oh, getting paid in loads.
And I
Well,
said, I hope you swallow.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
Chronic
that
Chris
happened.
already.
Chronic's like in and out and in and out and in and out. You know, this is what happens when he's running in and out of his house.
That's what
When
happens
he's in
when
the
you get paid
studio,
in
we've
loads.
got a great connection. Carrying shit in and out of his house, not so menos.
Mhm.
Oh
There's a
my
cat at
God.
my door.
So no stapling, and he's pounding whiskey, and he's making questionable decisions.
Now,
One
I don't know about you, but hearing about the no stapling, doesn't that kind of disappoint you and make you sad?
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, it
Because
does.
he really
Yes, it
pushed
does.
that.
Come on, Riley. Come on.
I was very upset by that. I was expecting it, you know,
What?
for you to be, getting
Kind of
stapled, and then it
pincushion.
didn't happen. So I'm very upset.
For me to be getting what?
Stapled.
Oh,
And then you
well, and
didn't
I
get
was going to, and
What were you saying you could go for a week? What was the outside?
yeah.
You okay, that thing in the window, he'll go right straight to it. It's not in there, right? And the tape in the bedroom isn't on right either.
Fuck it, I'm turning on my air. It's hot in here.
It is not, and you are not.
We hear marital battle number 2.
Round
Ding, ding,
two,
ding.
fight.
Fight.
I love how you're already fighting over the air.
But man, I ate this hot sauce, and oh my God, I would have swore it burned a hole through my lower intestine.
Well, you never needed that anyway.
No, not really. Apparently, you got miles of that shit.
So we could have called
It's just-
you Septic Chris.
Yeah, it's just shit.
Shut up.
It's just a shitty exit. So, I mean, you don't really need it for much.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting to get the video of me doing that from Rebel Radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, I had so much fucking fun.
That you wanted to move back to Illinois?
Notice I'm
No,
not hearing
I don't
it.
want to move back, but I don't mind going.
It's okay to visit.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, I don't want to move back, but I don't mind going to visit my friends.
Right. You know, my friends would prefer I don't go back to Illinois. They're like, no, when you get here, everybody gets drunk and they have a good time, and we like being miserable. Keep your fucking ass in Texas.
I was actually kind of surprised at how many people were glad to see me. Like, why are you guys glad to see me? We're gonna have a couple of shots and then start fighting in a minute.
Okay, so was it more than 3 that were happy to see you?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm shocked.
Yeah. Were you giving them alcohol at the time?
No.
No?
Ooh, even better.
Nope.
Was
Haven't
Rage
even
one of them?
started yet.
Was Rage one of them and he was naked?
No. I didn't see Rage. I don't go to that part of Illinois.
He had a wrestling show last night, so
Hmm.
Ah.
so he blew you off to go wrestle.
That's okay. We didn't want him at our concert anyways.
So he blew Chris off and then went to wrestle?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And it's okay. He's not the only one that blew me off last night.
Hey,
Were
dude,
they on
I
Squall?
live here.
So it's time for another episode of Real Life Callouts with Chronic Chris.
Uh-oh.
Heartsick. Just because you got signed by the label don't make you a diva. Knock that shit off and show up to your scheduled events.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Ouch!
Hey, real life call-outs with Chronic Chris ain't brutally honest.
As they should
It
be.
is not brutally honest. Is that what you just said?
It is brutally honest.
Okay.
I'd rather listen to an honest asshole than a nice liar.
Oh, you know, I gotta agree with something that was said many years ago in the movie Hook. Why would I want to lie when the truth is so much more fun?
That was in Hook?
Yes, that was in Hook.
Huh, I don't remember.
Well,
But,
maybe
but the pirate?
Yeah.
Actually a woman.
Do what?
And I want to say that the pirate that they threw in the boo box, that was actually a woman. And I want to say like Glenn Close. They made her all look like a guy.
But I mean, you got to remember too, dude, you know, let's think about this for a bit. There are many different types of people that are out there. Like if, you know, you have people that would take Jody Lynn O'Keefe, like Adam. And then you've got people who would want Courtney Cox, like Chris.
Mm,
You got people that would take young Tiffany Amber Thiessen, like Irene.
I think Courtney Cox's boobs are too far apart.
Well,
Makes more space to motorboat.
and then you've got people that would have liked Betty White, like Rage.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, you would have banged Betty White.
Fuck yeah.
Each time you bang her, a puff of smoke comes out because she's turned
No
to dust.
kidding. Dude, really? Betty White.
Hey. Fuck yeah, I'll be able to say I was able to fuck a movie star, a playmate, and the mayor of Hollywood.
There you go.
Betty White when? Are you thinking Golden Girls Betty White? Before? After?
No, I'm thinking the playmate years, Betty White.
Because I was thinking like Betty White before she died.
Like 99-year-old Betty White.
Yeah.
Like 5 seconds before she passed that line.
Hey, can we take some
We're
Can we take a stab at some OJ jokes now?
Weird way.
Yes.
Oh, good God. Oh, what a horrible joke.
Well, you're the one that brought up dead celebrities.
I mean, let's give it a week. Let's give it a week, huh?
We didn't even wait a week. We were drinking shit called Shanky's Whip.
I mean,
And then-
we all know OJ is spread out on the slab after he got stabbed to it, but what the fuck?
At least now he can rest easy knowing his wife's killer's dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, now he's going to be getting chased around hell with his wife and a hatchet.
Oh my Lord.
You do realize that now his eternal punishment is she's going to get even
Mm.
as much as
Yeah.
possible.
I think we had
Oh,
almost
man.
everything out of the car. I don't fucking know.
Dude,
Huh?
you better get your bowl out of the car or she'll be pissed.
I don't carry bowls with me.
Hey, you
Although,
better get your pen.
well, yeah, I got that out of the car first thing. And I got both bongs out of the trunk.
Both bongs.
Hey, I took one with me and then another one was given to me along the way.
You're not Chronic Chris for nothing.
Right?
Yep.
Hey,
His life.
you know what I love? You know what I love most about Illinois?
Leaving?
Well, besides that, being able to actually take a pipe into a store to find the right attachment for it.
Mm.
Yeah, I took one in for an attachment piece, and I was like, I've waited years to be able to do this. Can I find the right piece for this? And held it up.
You have a very, very, very calm life, if that's the biggest excitement that you can think of.
Oh, no. That's not the biggest excitement I can think of.
So did they get you down there by 23rd in California?
Nope. I stay the fuck out of the city. But I'll tell you what. I made a 4-hour drive home or a 5-hour drive home in just a little under 4.
I think that, I think you should have stayed up in the city, man. I mean, I think you would have enjoyed it.
No, I'm not fond of the city.
Get up to the north side.
No, definitely not the north side.
Say somewhere around Addison.
No.
And
I had to
Clark.
go up to Shore. I had to go up to Shorewood for a minute, and that was too much for me. I was about ready to run someone over with the fucking car.
No, man, you should have went up there by, get into Wrigleyville.
They did play. No, they're out of town this week.
They're out of town this week.
If they heard you were coming.
Yeah, they heard out. Yeah.
So a good friend of mine at one of the bars that I go to, she works at the local grocery store, the local HEB, right? During football season, we have kind of this back and forth going because I don't know how a Hispanic woman from Texas became a fucktard Packer fan.
Ew.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean,
most Mexicans I know are Cowboys fans.
I know, right? But no, she is.
I'd rather hear someone be a Cowboys fan than a Packers fan. And I lived in Wisconsin.
I can handle that a little better, but it's not by much. So, we got the good back and forth going because I'm Bears fan through and through, right?
Yeah.
I have other teams that I like to watch. I like to watch the Texans. I like to watch the Broncos. But, I mean, when it came right down to it, I'm Bears fan through and through. So I go into the grocery store about midweek this week. I had to get a couple things. There she is. She's rare occasion. She's working the checkout. Oh, okay. So I'm walking in. She didn't even notice me walking in. I walk behind her and I go, "Go Bears." And she's like, "Fuck the fucking Bears." Top of her lungs in the middle of HEB. And I'm going, "Oh, fuck. I just got her fired." Damn. Oh, God. Then I walk back around. She goes, I couldn't help it, but I knew it was you. And she reaches over and gives me a big hug. I'm like, "Good to see you." And her manager comes walking up and says, "Would you please not do that again?"
It's okay. Once is enough.
I was like, "Not even one more time?"
Mm.
No.
Why you gotta piss people off?
It's a reflex action, Like if somebody walked up behind Chris and said, "Go Cardinals."
You'd probably become my best friend because for some reason I end up being friends with Cardinals fans, and I don't know why.
Really? Because I'm a Cub fan.
Yeah, I know. You're probably one of 3 friends I have that are actually Cubs fans. Even my wife is a Sox fan.
What if somebody walked up behind you and said that they were a Brewers fan?
Oh, God.
I'd call them an alcoholic and tell them to find a real team. And I can say that about the Brewers because Cubbies fans aren't alcoholics; they're drunks.
Yeah, we were
And there's a
trained properly.
difference.
We were trained properly. We learned from Harry Carey.
Exactly.
Hi there, this is Harry Carey.
Oh,
TJ, have you ever fallen into the basket?
do what?
Have you ever fallen into the basket?
Oh, yeah.
At Wrigley Field?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it needs to be story time with TJ. What do you think?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that sounds like story time with TJ.
No. You first. You brought it up.
Story time. Story time.
I've never
Story
fallen in the
time.
basket
How did you not fall in the basket?
because I always stay a few rows back and make sure if I start going that way, I got a guy to catch me before I get close.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh,
That's weird.
this was during 03 and when we got into the playoffs and it was looking like we were going to go. I was there with one of the guys I was stationed with at Fort McCoy, and all right, the thing is when you get a bucket of beer anywhere else, a bucket of beer is like bottles stuffed in a bucket, right?
Right.
A bucket of beer at Wrigley is old style in a bucket, and you're drinking it out of the bucket.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
It is a clean bucket.
It is a
Thank
clean
God.
bucket.
It's
Yeah,
not like
but-
Marvin's pistol.
Allegedly.
Well, I mean, it's never been near Steve's thing, so we know it's at least clean there.
Clean-ish.
Clean adjacent, maybe. But I'll tell you what, there was probably some good vaccines in that bucket that we didn't know about, and we drank them with the old style.
Oh, my Lanta.
Chris, would you disagree?
Nope.
No. Okay. No, I mean, I just hammered. They won that game. I got slapped on the back. I go rolling right down the bleachers and into the basket.
You get a bucket of old style at Wrigley Field. You're
Yeah.
guaranteed there's at least old style in that bucket, but you don't know what else is in with it.
Yeah, there's definitely old style in it. And that's the thing, folks, if you go to
Mixed
Wrigley
with whatever
Field,
Chicago sewer, we don't know.
and that's the thing, folks, you go to watch a baseball, I encourage everybody to go see a baseball game at Wrigley Field. Get into the bleachers, seats, and go. It's an experience that you will never forget. But one of the things that you have to do, and it's required by Cubby law, if you go, even if you are not a Cub fan, you have to drink an old style.
Oh, my
Yep.
Lanta.
It's a requirement.
And I mean, I love being down in Wrigleyville. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the city is Wrigleyville.
Are you calling it Wrigleyville or Wrigley Field?
Where Wrigley Field is, the surrounding area in Wrigley Field is
Right.
called Wrigleyville.
Okay.
So it's
And then
What
just
is
outside of that is Boys Town.
right. So Wrigleyville is what, about, I don't know, 10 square blocks?
Roughly.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big neighborhood, but in Wrigleyville, you have some of the best restaurants. You have all
Okay.
sorts
It
of
is definitely one of the nicer neighborhoods in Chicago.
It definitely is.
Everyone has like the colors flying and
Yeah.
all
Oh,
that
yeah.
jazz.
It's actually not far from the lake. It really is one of the better neighborhoods in Chicago. That's
I
why
think it's the one section of Chicago you really don't hear gunshots.
very true. And then you're also talking that apartments down there are like $2,300 a piece.
yeah.
Double that.
Oh, they go up?
They went way up when what's his name that owns it now?
You're talking $4,600 a pop
For the
A
roof
month?
for the Cubby apartments?
Yeah.
Yeah. Having an apartment there is basically the equivalent of having a season bleacher ticket.
Those ones better be posh as fuck.
Look at
Not if it's in
Mary's
the right
little
location.
If I'm giving somebody $4,600 a month, that apartment better come with two things. Number one, it's going to suck me off when I walk in the door, and the other one better be ready to wash my balls.
What is he talking
Wait, what now?
If I'm paying $4,600 a month for an apartment, there better be two women in that apartment that go with it. One to suck me off when I get home, and the other one to wash my balls.
And you
You
can
would
probably
think-
get that cheaper than
Well,
$600.
My wife's boss, his son, pays $2,300 a month for a studio in LA.
No, fuck that.
Fuck that noise.
I
said,
dude, what the fuck do you work that you can afford that?
Well,
You
first
see
of
the
all,
prices in New
All
York.
up in the booty hole. Fuck that mess.
Yeah,
they
down in
need to pay me
Bloomington.
10 grand. First of all, they need to pay me 10 grand a month to live in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Uh,
more than that.
Bloomington,
Yeah,
my
I know.
son is living in Bloomington right now, paying $980 a month for a studio.
You said it's a nice studio.
See, now,
It is a nice
okay,
studio.
980's not bad.
I mean, let's look at inflation. Now, I mean, if you would have told me 15 years ago they're paying $980 a month for a studio, I would have looked up and said, you are smoking more weed than Chronic Chris, Willie, Snoop, and
Yeah.
Tommy Chong combined.
Right.
Hey, I pay $500 a month for a 3-bedroom house.
You got to look at the area of the country you're in, too.
Did you
Yeah.
share it with her
Actually, I
too?
like trying to find cheap rental properties, but not too cheap. We heard about a mobile home for $90 a month, and I said, nope, I don't even want to look at it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
For $90 a month, I'm pretty sure you get what you pay for on that one.
What
I
kind
bet
of
there's fecal matter
exploded
still left
there?
over.
Nutsucker a lot cheaper out there in that.
$90 a month. I'll bet you there's still fecal matter on the floor.
Or
Yeah,
brain.
you know who'd be able to get that hooker? His
Yep.
balls suck for cheaper than
Yeah.
you'd probably
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
that for-
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
You know, if I got, if I made enough money, though, is it too much to ask to have my own personal ball washer?
No.
Oh, not you, Mega.
Well,
No.
you're
Okay.
all fucking TJ.
So I pay, like I would pay this person to walk around,
Right.
and that, just when I feel unfresh, like, okay,
Yeah.
here they are, wash,
Hey.
rinse, they're done. That's all they got to do. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd make that worth their while.
Sometimes you just
Yeah.
need someone to jiggle the handle.
Hmm.
There's a lot of
I like the maid, but hey, we all want something different in life.
You want a maid? Well, you know what? People in hell want ice water.
And I plan to deliver when I get back.
Cold beer.
There.
They don't want ice water. They said fuck that ice water. They want cold beer.
Yeah. The only problem is they're in hell, so all they're getting is Old Style and Keystone Light.
Oh lordy.
What do you mean? So they're saved even.
Oh
from
my God, that shit you drink when you're like 16 and want to spend $15 on a 30-pack so you and your friends can get hammered.
What? Bad Frog?
No, you said the Keystone.
Oh, Keystone
No.
Light. Yeah.
Is that like Natty
No.
Light?
It's like, what
Hey,
does
I
no one
can't get the murder trial.
Dude, is your
I-
computer going fucking nuts, Chris?
Might be.
I'm not on the computer.
No, but I keep
I'm
hearing
actually-
do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm putting the studio and shit back together now that I'm home.
oh,
But my wife
well,
was on a
okay.
jury duty. Or I think she had a beer story with it.
And we have an explanation.
Murder trial, and they were all sitting around drinking Bush Light.
The jury was?
The murderer.
Oh,
The murderers were drinking Bush Light.
when they got caught?
Oh, that's great.
When they got caught?
Before. During the murder.
Well, that explains why they committed murder. They had to drink Bush Light.
Right? I was going to do, you took the words right out of my mouth.
I mean, man, that would be like being the one that followed somebody up after they were orally satisfied by a CPR dummy.
If only there was someone in the chat who may or may not have.
What?
Oh,
I haven't seen anybody in the chat that would admit to that.
Yeah.
me
I don't know anybody.
No.
I've heard a confession, but I don't know anybody who would have been
Absolutely nobody.
orally satisfied by a CPR dummy.
Nope, can't even say I have. All right, hold on. I'm switching devices now.
Thank God.
He's plugging in his bob.
So now I can do this.
You just always wanted to do that.
Oh! And there's
Annie,
the
are you
confession.
okay? Are you okay, Annie?
We're not even
All
going
right,
to
we
spell
got
your
that.
name right.
Okay, we've got your audio, but we have none of your video.
Which is worse?
Happy.
You are
Oh my God!
well. You were
God, I
not
do look
really.
like
I'd be
fucking-
happier if you'd put on a shirt, but
I look like fucking death. What are you
dude,
doing?
you
I
look-
told you,
you
you
look
look like
pale
a
as
bag of
fuck,
hammered
Chris.
shit.
I feel like I look like a corpse.
Talking about zombies.
I'll be right back. I'm
You're
going
like-
to get a shirt if it makes TJ happy.
You're like two
Boy,
layers
that's
thick and looking like Rob Zombie. Okay,
Dude, you're right there, Chris. You actually look like one of those horny zombies we were talking about a couple weeks ago.
I was thinking I look kind of like Otis Driftwood. There you go. Got a shirt just for you, TJ.
Well, good. I don't care what it says. My opinion always counts.
How high?
Only in horseshoes and hand grenades.
My opinion always counts. But no, man, you're the way you look, at least with a shirt on, you look a little bit darker. Like you got more color all of a sudden.
that's because of the shirt, though.
That might have been it. We're not getting the reflection from your lack of shirt. That might be it.
He was almost as white as his back wall.
Yeah, you really were, dude. You looked like
Okay, your underarm is whiter than
Oh!
your back wall.
hell no. Oh my God.
Come on, man.
Oh, dude. Why?
Oh my
Why?
lord.
Don't no one
Why?
want to know about that, Steve.
Nobody wants to know. Nobody.
Why?
I mean, at least Steve's not on camera for that. But God
Oh lord.
bless.
Ladies
No,
and
instead we got
gentlemen,
Twilight Boy.
if you weren't
So-
there last night, it was a hell of a good time. We had a blast hanging out with Old Fat Bastard and the Dirty Sphincters, Prison
Steve's
City
favorite band.
Brigade, and the Almas. I'm gonna make TJ jealous.
Did you keep
You
the
brought back the
grinder,
Motorhead.
the grinder bit?
Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? Oh, nice.
Guitar.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
it is.
That's a really nice guitar.
There you go. Signed by
Shiny.
Prison City
Guitar.
Brigade
I would
and the
love to
Almas.
play that in my house.
So
You know where that would look really good, Chris?
Up your butt.
hanging on my wall somewhere if I can get
Right
some
here
more
at my
light
place.
on it.
Like somewhere behind here, so it could always be displayed.
Yeah, that maybe here, like by the mirror.
Hmm.
Look great in the mirror.
Or hanging on the wall right next to the Vince Neil one.
There you
Uh,
go.
We
You
did
already
get rid of
have
the
a few.
guitars.
Let me and TJ have some. Or
We did
send
get
it
rid
to
of the
Irene.
guitars last night, but we did get rid of everything else. Congratulations to all our raffle prize winners. Thank you to the person that actually stepped up and wanted to buy that shitty guitar body that Chronic Chris painted.
Oh, somebody
Aw.
bought the Chronic Halen guitar.
Yeah, he's like, is that part of the raffles? I was like, what do you want? And he's like, well, I'll give you $20 for it right now. I said, fucking give me the $20 and get that the fuck out of here.
Bet if
I
you
gotta
put
send
more
the guy-
time in.
Well, I got to send the guy the neck, but he showed me what he has for it. He went to an estate sale and bought a case for $5. When he
Yeah.
opened up this case, it was full of Gibson pickups and pots and switches from the 70s, all still in the cellophanes.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about a
like-
steal.
You made out like a fucking bandit.
Dude,
You
I mean,
gotta
I'm
roll with
still,
him to estate sales and stuff.
like I
So,
said, I'm still a fan of humbuckers, but damn, original '70s Gibsons.
I do enjoy a good humbucker.
You like the humbuckers?
Humbucker pickups, not a Hummer.
We're
I
talking
got
about
one
cars,
better.
right?
I got one
Six
better
in
than a
one hand,
humbucker.
half dozen in the other.
Oh shit!
That's a Washburn dime bucker. And wait. I have another
Oh, wait,
one.
there's more.
He's always got something. You know, I just say I like something, and then he's got to go. Oh yeah, well here's what I got that shows that what you like is shit.
He's like the
Hey.
little mermaid. I got gizmos and gadgets aplenty.
Hey, if you got a guitar body that you want to put them in, I'll let them go for the right price.
That's what she said.
I don't know who she is, but she sounds like a whore, and I like it.
But you always have. All right, let's get this fixed here. There we go.
Oh.
Now that Chris is no longer on his phone, I can put him back where he belongs.
Yay, I'm in my corner.
He starts.
So that lets me know how I'm valued. As long as I'm on main camera and Chris is on his phone, I get the second place.
Oh no, Steve! Oh God! Why? Why?
He has a pillow. I have a vagina.
I wonder
would
which
hope
one's
you-
going to
I would
explain the
hope you
female
do,
parts
Renee.
better.
I don't know.
Some girls have a penis and a vagina.
Lucky dogs.
The penis comes from Snap-on.
Like, God, Steve. I think Steve's just trying to gross me out today. I really do. We have a pillow that explains the female part. Irene goes, she has a vagina. Pika says, yeah, agreed.
Okay, if you're Steve's age and you need something to explain
Explain female parts.
something's wrong with you.
Where the fuck were you in like 5th grade?
With the Steve Army, I think, is where he was at.
Wait, your pillow that
Um,
has the female parts wears black lace panties?
yes, is pillow wears black lace panties.
So is like the pillowcase like a woman's body, and then it has diagrams saying what's where and the whatnot, and then she's wearing some black lace panties?
Does it have like a poofy button for each nipple?
So I guess what I've got to do is I've got to go into the saga O Steve. And the saga O Steve kind of goes accordingly. Steve will meet women. Some attractive,
Some not.
most not. But hey, Steve's not picky.
There you go.
And Steve will talk to them and maybe even find a way to entice them into being interested in him. But it usually takes him about a month. On the outside, a month. And then he's right back into that final friend zone.
If there's not a restraining order.
If there's not a restraining
I'm
order.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey, if you get a restraining order, say from like Stan Lee, I know he's dead, but we're just going to use him as an example. Is that technically a signature or an autograph?
I think it is.
You would think.
It's a
I was
court
thinking about that
authenticated
while
signature and autograph.
Well, I was watching that. I was thinking about that when I was watching with my wife like a week ago. You know, he's like, I got to put this with my collection of restraining orders from like Star Trek cast.
Why does this sound like something that Slider would say?
Did you raffle Slider off?
It got to be a real clusterfuck. So we weren't able to do the 50-50. I didn't get to do the auction like I wanted to, and nothing got stapled to me.
Which is such a shame. I'm disappointed in you.
No. Well, when we got there,
I'm just disappointed in you.
okay. This was actually my first show that I put on like this.
Right.
Normally, I was always behind the scenes doing other stuff. I didn't have to deal with all this. So I'll admit, folks, I learned a lot over the weekend.
That means your second show is going to be the shit.
I learned a lot of what to do and a lot of what not to do.
Right.
Okay.
See, and the thing is I'm never one to really want to waste time. And I didn't think I'd have to have the band show up way fucking early because then they do their sound check and then they're just sitting around all day wasting time. Apparently, that's how you have to do that.
Right.
This has driven me to drink. Bear with me.
Chris has not driven TJ to drink. TJ was drinking long before he ever met Chris.
I somehow believe this.
Oh, yeah. I think TJ was half in the bag when I met him.
Because I'm a very nice and decent and good-hearted person.
I can't hear him while he's mumbling
Never
in the background.
encouraged to drink on a normal day. And yet Chris has encouraged me to drink.
Way to go, Chris. Way to go. Way to help a friend out.
No such thing.
Because we all know that normally I'm sober.
Yes, Saint TJ, you are normally.
Well, of course, you're going to stay sober when you sit there and drink old style NA.
Who would drink that horse piss? Old style's bad enough. Old style NA. Ugh. Hey, so Chris, I got to tell you about something.
What?
So, you know that I like to pay attention to other podcasts, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, so like one of my favorites is obviously Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, free show, 8 a.m. And then you've got all the subscriber stuff that goes with it. I encourage anybody to tune in and check that out. And I promise you will be shocked because of Steve. And then Steve actually hosts a show that I really get a kick out of called Cooking for the Poors, where he's basically going on there and he's making meals that you can make for $10 or less and actually feed a family. And I've really, ever since he started that, I've really enjoyed it because, I'm so happy that it showed that Steve is a three-dimensional person. There's a lot more to Steve, Yeah. And, then, of course, another one I will try to check out, even though sometimes I've got to be in bed too soon to listen to it, is the one that Adam is on now, which Adam is now a part of Weird Frequencies with The incomparable hardcore Rob Hansen is the host. Some guy that believes in Bigfoot named Bubba, and then this weird homeless guy.
Hey, I can sit there and chat Bigfoot with Bubba all day long.
Bigfoot's bullshit.
I believe in Bigfoot.
Just because you ain't seen him.
Look, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The shallow well 10 millimeter socket is the hide and go seek champion of the world.
Bullshit, I found mine.
Took you 3 fucking years.
I still found it.
Oh man. Hey,
Actually,
Steve says
former customer called me wanting to know what was rattling around in his engine.
so. Steve says tonight their featured meal is Mexican stuffed peppers.
That actually
Pika
sounds
says
pretty
she
good.
still hasn't found hers. All right, so I mean, there's a lot of these different shows that I check out and I get a kick out of. There are other shows that are out there that I can't get behind. Like there's one that's called Garden Time with Susan that is so fucking boring.
Sounds sus.
I will tell you a good one to get behind. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, tables, ladders, and chairs. I started listening to that thanks to you bringing it up. That's the wrestling podcast.
Yep.
And it's definitely an original opinion, and I enjoy the show.
Yeah,
There is
fucking-
one
it's
that is
Eddie
out,
from Prison City Brigade, and that's my boy, man.
but there's one that's out there that I keep getting invites for, and I keep hearing about how they are always talking about me or this show, but the rest of the time there's nothing original.
That's why you got to do what I did, TJ.
Chamber and Shotgun?
Copyright everything.
Yeah, no shit.
My name, Chronic Chris, under copyright. My image is under copyright. My voice. You can't use my voice without my permission. It's under copyright.
But you get what I'm saying, is it's like it's constantly always coming back and bringing us up, bringing us up, bringing us up. I'm like, now, never said my name, never any voice clips, nothing. It's just
You know
continuous.
what that means to me?
That I've rented out some space in their heads.
That you're living rent-free right fucking here.
I'm loving it too. I mean, I'm sorry that they are so unoriginal that they have to use us to get material. But hey, keep paying attention to the show, kids.
Hey, that means they're watching the show and we're
Yeah, they're
getting
paying
hit.
attention to the show. So, I mean, I'm glad that we're coming up with new material for them all the time to use that they have not created.
Are they gonna try to host a concert next?
They might. They might.
So
And a burlesque show.
we're all hanging out, bullshitting at the end of the night. I'm sitting there talking Prison City and the Almas, and all of a sudden I get a text, and it's my wife, and she sent me a picture of me on stage, and it said, "You look like you're really in the comfort zone." And all right, fuckers, whoever's sending pictures to my wife, you're a fucking asshole.
I would have if I was there. And I would have used your phone to do it.
It was actually my nephew that was there that was sending her pictures.
Nice. Like I said, I would have done it if I was there, and I would have used your fucking phone to do it.
It's a good one.
Oh my.
So I got to tell you about Friday. Look, I had this one student that, man, I mean, he was just struggling with the road test, kept struggling, kept getting bad luck, wasn't passing it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he was the last one to test Friday, and he comes back in from his road test, and he's walking at me like this.
Oh no.
It's like he
And it was his
just
last time to pass it. He had to pass it. And I go, okay. So he goes, I passed, and runs up. and chokes the living friggin' life out of me with the bear hug he gave me because he was so happy he passed.
Mm.
Wanted to get a picture of the two of us with his license in front of the truck. I mean, dude, that's the moments that really make this job worthwhile, is when
Right.
that happens, you know. When I know I stuck by him this whole time and I fought like hell for him and he kept working at it. And just that's the moments that really make this job worthwhile. I mean, if it was like the day-to-day, the administrative shit you got to do, all the paperwork that comes with it, I probably would have hung it up a fucking long time ago and said, the hell with this job. I'm going back to driving.
Now,
You know,
just so we know, how many tests are they allowed to take before they can't take anymore?
Oh, you can go to the day you die.
Well, before they got to pay for it again, each section of the test, they get 3 chances. So you got 3 chances on each section of the test. There's 3 sections.
Okay.
Pre-trip, yard maneuvers or range skills, and then road test. So his first time out, pre-trip, knocked it out the park. Range, knocked it out the park. Irene, do not give him ideas.
Sorry, I can't help it.
I went to kick my feet up and I didn't realize I just put it right in front of the camera.
Oh.
I thought this was the
We don't need to see your white ass feet, Chris.
But like I said, his
Little
road
pig.
I'm glad you can't smell them.
Sorry.
I'm
I'm glad I
glad that
can't
we
do
have
it.
not invented smell-o-vision yet. Believe you me. I'm watching Prison Break where they're in a Yemen prison. Yeah, that's what I want to fucking smell on my TV.
That was
Now,
a good
if I'm
show.
watching the Snoop channel, I would love smell-o-vision. When TJ's watching the porn channel, he would love smell-o-vision.
Depends on the porn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
now if I walked in and there's a guy I know that was here, I mean, his whole thing is he wants to see midget bestiality porn. And that fucker's looking for it. Which, Chris, you remember Pickle.
He obviously ain't looking that hard if he ain't found it.
Right.
Yeah, but he wants gay midget bestiality porn.
Oh, it's a
Like I
very
said, he obviously
small
ain't looking that hard if he ain't found it.
It's Pickle. He's got to look up just to be able to see his own crotch. Because he's so fucking short.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, like, is he trying to find this to get ideas?
That's
Is he
what
trying
really
to start his
scares me.
own show?
That's what truly scares me, because, you know, everybody, look, let's face it. Every one of us has watched, well, maybe not Adam because he's so religious, but the rest of us
You might be surprised, depending upon where this is going.
have actually used porn as a research material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I did snooters on the, I hoovered some schneef off the tip rail at the titty bar.
I put many a young woman through college in my 20s.
Yeah, didn't
My
we all?
brother-in-law, he asked me about it. He's like, why'd you go to the strip club and shit so much when you were in your 20s? Because when you're sitting there selling weed and you got all this money and no explanation as to how you got it, you got to get rid of it.
Hey, Chris, have you ever hoovered schneef off the tip rail at the titty bar?
All 3 of them at the Capo. And unfortunately, I went past that place twice this week and couldn't stop.
Oh, damn.
So-
There. All right. So,
I got a really, really, really good one for you here. Remember I told you my job was sending me to Wisconsin on Monday.
right.
So we got up to Wisconsin. By the time we got there, the mill was already closed. I was like, what the fuck? They don't work 12 hours like us? What the fuck? So we go in the next morning when they open. And the guy had said it's a left-handed saw. 3 times, my brother said, the way the wood goes in, what side is the shoot on? And the guy said 3 times, it's on the left, it's on the left, it's on the left. We get
Was
there.
it on the left, Chris?
It's on the fucking right. So we brought all the wrong shit. A few other things, and not all the material was there and whatnot. So we called the boss, and he said, well, yes, come home. I said, well, I'm running to the gas station first. I'm making it a fucking beer run. I ain't going to Wisconsin without grabbing 2 women.
Dude, okay. Steve just gave me of all people, Steve just gave me a subject.
Oh,
Adam,
God.
you are Mr. Religious. But do you have a favorite type of pornography?
I think everyone who explores pornography does.
I don't care how religious you are. Everyone has something specific they like.
Yeah.
Adam, what, pray tell, is your favorite type of pornography?
Are we really going to go there, TJ?
Yes.
Sure.
It's the praying nuns for
Oh,
him.
now I definitely want to know.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I enjoy stepmom, stepson porn.
Why? Do you
Oh.
did you have this fetish hoping you got a hot stepmom that would jump on you?
No, I have had thoughts of step siblings in the past. But no, maybe it's because Julie calls me daddy. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can. Chat room, please chime in as well. Steve, we already have yours. Everybody else, please chime in. Same question. And while we're at it,
I want your guys' answers too. If you're going to put me on the spot, fuck y'all. You can
fully
answer the same
intend to.
question too.
Irene, what would be your favorite genre of pornography?
It's gotta be like, it's lesbians, okay? And like, there's like an older lesbian and a younger lesbian, and she's like, I'll take care of you. And the little girl's like, well, not little girl, she's an adult. And I have to be very,
You could get a lot more graphic, I know. But
So there's
And,
a lesbian Jedi Master and a lesbian Padawan.
yeah, kind of.
yeah.
Kind of getting into this idea.
The Master showing the Padawan how to use the lightsaber.
How to use the force. May the force be with you.
They grind
May
so
the
hard
Lord-
they're going to get vapor lock.
May the scissor be with her.
This
Yeah,
is the way.
definitely a forced scissor, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Corey says big titty MILF cream pie. Chris.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Ah!
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
I can actually say I've never seen that video. I've heard people
You don't
describe
want
it. I
to.
have never seen it.
You do not want to.
I've been sitting here fucking biting my tongue, just waiting to scream that out to see your reaction.
No, God, no, do the real one.
I like lesbians.
All right.
I think we all like lesbians.
Nothing kinky and weird like Renee likes, but I mean, too, as long as they're beautiful, girl-looking lesbians. I mean, I don't want Butch and Bo diking it out.
Oh man, I'm obviously I'm lesbian fan, you know. Love the lesbian porn. So then we get to Steve. And I'll just let y'all read that.
We'll just put that there. You know.
And apparently
Do
we
with
was
it what you
watching that
wish.
on Pornhub last night.
Yes. He said he was watching that last night. But Steve has shocked me. Actually shocked me with pornography answers.
Like, what's with the grandma porn? I mean, is she at least a gilf?
No, I mean, he's talking like ready for the Afghan.
Because, like, I'm a grandfather, but my wife's not a grandmother. But if she was, I would fuck the shit out of that grandmother.
If the grandmother is like Lisa Ann, I'm game.
No, we're talking like 90-year-old Betty White.
No.
Doable.
No.
Yes. Come on with it.
No!
Chris is down with it. I am not.
I would ride Betty White like I was at
Dude,
fucking Six
God!
Flags.
Come on!
Come on, Betty.
Seriously!
Betty's
Betty
ride
White.
or die.
You,
Or ride and die. I don't know.
no!
He'd show her the Superman.
He'd want a Superman punch her fart box. I mean, my God. Okay. You know what? Wait a minute. Steve just added another one. Oh, God. Big, chubby, saggy boobs, nips dragging on the bed.
Sounds like a song or something like.
For a mile, those are just fucking weird.
Is he telling us how he prefers milk duds be cleaned off of his bed?
I'm supposing, yeah, maybe.
That one seems, I don't know.
But, you know, he's all about them nipples that are the size of pepperonis on a Chicago pizza.
You know, I dated a girl whose nipple went out to the first knuckle on my pinky finger, and I was like, that's fucking weird.
She was a one-knuckler?
Yeah, her fucking nipple was like out to the first knuckle on my pinky finger. I was like, that's fucking weird.
What the fuck, man?
Why is it like that? It's like a little punching bag for a mouse.
So
It's
you just
easy
sat
to
there
get
like
your tongue, though.
as Steve says, oh yeah, redder the better. But I mean, what did you do when that nipple got up there? You know, you just kind of sit there and flick it for a while, like.
Actually, I played ring toss for Cheerios.
You know what I'd want to try to use that nipple for? Damn, that's a great idea. I wonder if I could create the titty golf tee. Irene's immediate reaction, like, no.
I'm just like, I can imagine this. Like,
I'm not saying on a real person.
You get ready to swing.
Or nope, you can't get a drop. The rule says you have to play it where it lays.
Play it right off your titty. But you got to admit, that would be fun. Just like, whop. And it's right. The nipple is like the T. Pow.
Yeah, with all these fucking part 2s of shit finally coming out, I'm waiting for the Happy Gilmore 2.
oh,
And they're working on it now.
Good. It needed to be done fucking 20 years ago.
So how mad do you think Shooter McGavin is now?
Oh, you know he ain't gonna win. He ain't never gonna win.
Hey, you never know.
And it's funny because Chris O'Donnell, he says, I do so many roles, but everyone knows me as Shooter.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
True.
That's like the guy that plays the cop in Die Hard. Been in so many shit, but we all know him as Carl Winslow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Yeah. You know what?
Oh, yeah, fucking Bruce Willis was a cop in Die Hard, too. I forgot for a second.
God damn. Yeah, John McClane.
Yeah, no, the one that was getting all the Twinkies and shit.
You know what I'd like to see is I'd like to see a Days of Thunder sequel, but they're on dirt track. but they're on dirt track.
Oh, I'd like to see how they would try to make it for today.
Oh, fuck.
Since Days of Thunder came out, NASCAR has changed so much.
Oh, immensely. It is, and let's face it, Days of Thunder is one of the best racing movies of all time. I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. If I've got a choice,
seen Cannonball Run.
No, I'm saying like when it's based around actual racing, like NASCAR, Indy, whatever. Days of Thunder was one of the best. Oh, Emma's in the chat room. She says Lady Driver is a great movie.
So, if you like racing and you like drinking and you like gambling, at the Top Fuel Saloon, all them bars in Illinois, they got slot machines and video poker machines.
Slot machine.
Freak's got his in the corner. On the walls are all clutch plates from John Force.
Nice.
Top Fuel Dragster. And he's got all his clutch plates all over the wall. And it's called the John Force Burnt Clutch Casino. That little corner of the bar.
So kind of to get back on my thought process, wait a minute. Oh, God, I have a great idea. For a movie. An all lesbian race team.
Danica Patrick?
Oh, please be involved. Please be involved, Danica.
I don't think she's a lesbian. She really likes saying daddy.
I think I know a couple people who would work their asses off to get her
daddy
to convert.
Right? I agree with Adam.
I know a couple of women that would be more than happy to convert Danica Patrick to being a lesbian.
They could try.
I think they'd succeed.
Do you know how many personal vehicles she actually owns?
I don't care. Can I drive them?
The answer is no, because she only owns one, and it's either a Ferrari or a Lamborghini.
Unless it's the 1976 Ferrari Daytona Spider, then I don't want to hear it because that's my dream car.
Oh, really?
That's the one car I know I will never get. And I would love to have it.
Oh, man.
I almost bought a Shelby.
I think eventually I would be able to afford the AC Cobra.
I'm not even talking a Mustang.
No, I said the AC Cobra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember when Shelby did the one thing for Dodge in the 80s?
Oh, yeah. The Shelby Daytona.
I saw a guy had one at a dollar store parking lot. Didn't even know what the fuck he had.
Really?
Yeah. I looked at him. I was like, dude, that's a badass car. He's like, this thing's a piece of shit. I was like, dude, do you know what that car is? It's a fucking piece of shit Dodge. I was like, dude, that car was made by Carroll Shelby. He looked at me and he's like, you're fucking with me, right? I'm like, you know who Carroll Shelby is, right? He's like, yeah, he did the Mustangs. Like, he didn't do the Mustangs. He did the Shelby Cobras. But
I wouldn't have even told him the importance of that car. I would have been, okay, your car's a piece of shit. I'll buy it off you for $200.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Cash.
I'll take it as is.
He offered it to me. He said, I'll give it to you right now for $5. Dude, fuck. If I wasn't doing other shit this weekend, I'd be going back home with this car.
Why are you always trying to bring stuff home with you?
I would have looked at him and said $250, and I'll give you a box of condoms.
There we go.
And I'll even make sure that there's a guy who is mildly famous in Springfield, Illinois, fill those condoms for you. And it won't be with his personal stain.
I give you $250 and a big fat dildo so you can go fuck yourself.
There you go. Man, and
Batteries
all,
included.
dude, and all lesbian
Batteries will be
dirt track.
included, yes.
You know, here's the thing: is if it was a movie that was an all lesbian dirt track race team, Steve would desperately want it to be a porn. And I'm actually thinking, like, no, this is not a porn. This is a stand up against diversity, and I'd love to see the movie be made.
They can just call it grinding.
Oh God, Steve! Oh, God!
Why can't we spell her name right?
I don't know. I don't want him to try.
Who's Ann?
Yeah.
The CPR doll.
Oh,
He left his mess there.
you nasty.
He did not
nasty-
touch bottom, but he attempted to touch
nasty ass.
Hey, just imagine how the next person that had to give that doll mouth to mouth felt.
It's all salty and warm.
The only thing that would have made that story worse is if he would have confessed to doing it in front of a group of people. This is how you do it, right? No! Pull those up! No!
I have too many
Chris-
things going through my head right now.
Chris is going, I do not even want to be a part of this conversation.
No.
I need more weed to be able to be a part of this conversation. I'm getting out the dab kit because I cannot handle this conversation.
DJ knows what's going on.
I like that it's in like a legit like toolbox looking thing. Like
Oh yeah, no, his is
In like a spy attaché case.
his is a former pistol case
yeah,
converted to a dab case.
it's legit.
Pistol case is right here. I can't open this on air.
Yeah.
But my God, Steve, oh, why? No, I would have to check. I have
That's
not
what the
seen-
doll said too.
I don't think the doll had anything to say. The doll had its mouth full.
The doll said,
No, that implies Steve got it deep enough.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh,
the doll
no.
said, hey, dude, you got an acorn in your pubes.
Irene, what did I start?
I don't know, but can you put it back?
How
I
cute, and
you
that's the
know,
belly button.
I'm really beginning to think I should be ashamed of myself.
You should be.
For some
But you're
reason, I'm
not.
not.
It's not going to stop you from doing
my.
it, TJ.
for some reason, no, I'm not.
Oh,
Oh, for
God.
fuck's sake, Steve.
Is it
Oh
really for
my.
fuck's sake, though?
For fuck's sake.
Well, with what he just said, you be the judge.
Let me see. She's pissed.
Well, he would know, right?
I thought
Oh,
she
Steve says that you're weak, Chris. He's been dabbing all day.
Come on, man.
Just
Bring
gonna
it.
play a little music.
That might be a smoke off that we would do on this show. If Steve would be willing, that might be a smoke off that would need to happen.
So
Chronic
running it
Chris-
go in 6 days.
Chronic
watch
Chris
it.
versus Steve.
In 6
smoke.
days, it's 420. We could do a smoke off on
That's
420.
true. That's very true.
I think someone has.
Chronic Chris versus Steve in a smoke off.
I think he's going to that festival, isn't he?
Steve's supposed to be going to that festival, yeah. The
I
420
don't know.
festival.
Yeah,
Okay, at least he's
probably
not
be-
going to like a festival or something.
a testicle.
Would it
festival.
surprise you?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
He'd want
I
to
thought
see
they were
women
golf
in
balls.
festivals. because that's about all he can offer.
He says he's going to the 420 festival next weekend, but he's definitely in. All right, Steve, I have to ask you before Chris answers, because I know Chris's answer. Steve, do you believe that you could outsmoke our very own Chronic Chris?
Look at that pussy.
Jesus.
Broke the pussy.
That's a fuzzy pussy, all right.
Has
That is
just
awesome.
enough hair on his pussy.
Just so fluffy.
You don't even
I'm
wanna
waiting.
do
I'm
your-
waiting on
you-
Steve's
you
answer
wanna
here
know.
because I'm interested in this answer. Steve Stanton, do you believe you can outsmoke Chronic Chris? Flower or dab?
Chris?
What do you think, Chris? What would you do, flower or dab?
I'd really fuck you up and switch up between the two throughout the day.
So we're doing it at a show. What do you think you should do, flower or dab?
Makes no difference to me.
So should
I
we
would have to pick
employ like a wheel or a dice or something? A coin?
All right, dab. What
Dueling
if it was
dabs.
dabs? Both of you guys, dueling
Do a little
dabs.
dab, make a little love. Get stoned tonight. Get stoned tonight. Do a little dab. Take another rip. Get stoned tonight. Get stoned tonight.
Oh God. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Steve's answer here. I want to know what he thinks. He said, okay, he'd switch it up all day, but he's still. Who would win, Steve? You or Chris? Who would outsmoke the other one?
Going dab for dab.
Dab for dab. That's what I'm waiting to find out. Because Chris, who do you think would win?
Well, let's find out.
Now, Steve says the dab he's doing is some long, but it's 91.4 THC. To pass out.
First one to pass out.
First one to
You're
pass
done.
out.
You're done.
Oh, there's the gauntlet. Chris says that Steve is done.
First one to actually pass out, go to sleep. You're
Yes.
done.
Mm-hmm. I could
What do
So
you
see
think,
how long
Steve?
of a show are we going to make that, TJ?
Oh, I think I would just put the two of them on there and just let them go.
Yeah.
And I would just produce it. Like the three of us, we're out of that one. I'd just produce it.
Mm-hmm.
As Steve says, you got to cough to get off.
Gotta have
Oh,
the
we go
chaser.
on commentary?
Oh, you going for a chaser now. All right, Steve. So gauntlet's thrown down. Chris says he's got you. You're passing out. What do you think?
Good night.
He
I only
says,
smoke. Hey, Steve, I only smoke indica all day, every day.
Oh, snap.
I only
oh,
smoke indica.
Mm.
Steve's dancing around the answer. I'm looking for an answer. Who wins?
I get
Steve,
home.
you or Chris?
I get home from work at 4:00. At 4:20, I take a big rip of some indica and then do my radio show, check my emails.
But Steve's dancing around this answer where I'm looking for an answer.
Like,
Is he
like,
going to outsmoke Chris or is Chris going to outsmoke Steve? Oh, there we go. Finally, we got the answer.
TJ, do we ask if we want to get Ray Lytle's audience involved as well?
You know, I will discuss it. I will discuss it with the man himself and find out. But I think we have a smoke off in the future.
Like I
Oh
said,
yeah.
like I said,
Oh.
I only smoke indica.
Steve says he's never passed out from smoking too much, so he got your ass.
I don't know. I could see this
Okay.
going either way.
But
But
like I said, no sativa, no hybrid, just straight indicas.
And he's saying sativa or a hybrid, no indicas, or he'd fall asleep with indica.
I'm saying strictly indica.
Well, so why
It
don't you guys
sounds-
just smoke what you normally smoke? Let's make it
Because that's
fair.
all I smoke is indica.
Say just both of y'all get hybrid. So it's a little bit of both.
Steve
Okay,
said,
I guess he's saying okay to the indica.
Okay. So next Saturday, I'll run over to the dispensary and get some dabs and get some flour, all indicas. And, yeah.
Oh, there you go. He says indica. He's not a pussy.
All right.
oh lordy, I'm bringing my popcorn. I'm bringing my popcorn.
I'm going to produce
Wow.
this, but I'm going to sit back.
Now,
So
Steve,
Can we please get
When I
sponsored
hit the
by
dab-
Mountain Dew and Funyuns or something like that?
I
Steve,
might,
when
yeah.
I hit the dab,
Taco Bell.
you hit the dab. When I hit the joint, you hit the joint. When I hit the pen, you hit the pen. Bowl. I mean, I got bowl. I got bong.
He says okay.
I got a fucking 13-inch steamroller.
And Corey, I do believe that, yes, another show had a smoke-off planned, but they don't get it organized.
And when I need a little pick-me-up, we can have some coffee.
Good Lord.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. So within the week, we will set the date. And we'll because I know Steve's going to the 420 Fest this weekend.
Which one? Where at?
The one in Illinois,
Yeah,
around
in
Springfield.
Lincoln, Illinois.
Okay, the one in Lincoln.
Okay.
Because there's one in Lincoln, there's one in Springfield, there's one in Metropolis, there's one in Chicago, of course, Rockford, and I think either East Moline or Moline. They're all having every.
Go to Metropolis. Go get high with Superman.
Fuck yeah! I love Metropolis. So
Then
if
somebody would buy the bong that's Superman's dong. What the fuck?
The Superman dong bong.
Yeah.
So basically, if your state legalized recreational and you can walk into a shop and sell it, they have some kind of 420 fest in basically every county seat.
Mm.
Okay.
All right. So
Idea. If they had a Superman dong bong, is there a weed called kryptonite that you could smoke
There
out of
actually
it?
is a weed called kryptonite.
There you go.
I think there is already, right?
Oh my god.
Yes, there is a weed called kryptonite.
Yeah. I feel like I've
There
heard
you
of
go.
this.
Smoke,
Hey,
you can smoke kryptonite out of Superman's dong bong.
hey, yeah, you're a minister. This is Bio Jesus.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, and I actually learned something really cool. So
Wait, hold on a second. Time out. When did you learn this?
last night, dude, I learned a lot of shit yesterday.
I bet
And,
you
I'm
did.
more surprised that he can remember that he
That's-
learned this.
yeah.
stuff.
It's a mad skill.
You weren't smoking kryptonite out of the dong bong, were you?
No, but yeah, but I remember, because I had to keep my head right, I did just to, because at the end of the night, I still had shit to do for Asgard, and it's shit that I cannot fuck up.
Right.
So, but
Allegedly.
So Steve just said that he would smoke out of Superman's dong bong. So Steve would press his lips against Superman's
Oh,
dong
God.
bong and
I
smoke
would
that
too.
sweet, sweet kryptonite.
I love me some
Steve
You
seafood.
said he'd smoke off of a King Kong dong bong. That'd be a red
Little
rocket.
hairy.
Only if you could smoke Godzilla out of it. Maybe?
Oh Lord.
Dude, really?
I don't know. Sponsored by the new movie.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Oh, my son has like all the toys and they're little minis to go with them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm. I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys.
Put us
Well,
I
in
really
the-
don't.
Watch you smoking.
So I've seen this paint job on someone's rear fender of their bike. And I'm like, dude, I fucking love that painting. And I actually, wanted to make sure I did as much research on it as I could. And it's actually a painting by a guy named H.R. Geiger.
I can barely see it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
And I've been trying to, and it turns out I actually have to buy the books on H.R. Geiger to get like the whole rundown of these paintings. But Freak has 47 H.R. Geiger paintings on his bike, various parts airbrushed onto him. That's on his rear fender. And we were talking about, I was like, I want something like that on my bike, And he's like, if you can find a guy to airbrush, but you know what that means? I was like, dude, I've been trying to research. Beware of the wolf in sheep's clothing.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, with that, yeah, that's definitely going on my bike.
So is that
All
to
right,
warn people from you or your reminder of being warned of other people?
So
My
to give
reminder to be aware of wolves in sheep's clothing.
so before we start winding into Chris's part of the show, I got one more thing I want to bring up. Memorial Day weekend. We are taking the weekend off.
okay.
As
Why?
should be.
Okay.
We are taking it off for
'Cause we remember
one.
those that never made it
All right,
home.
I'll take it off.
we remember
Take it.
not that. God bless. Trying to
Maybe
watch
bless my
using
child.
the other one. I'm trying to watch using the other one, but you're gonna force it out of me.
We'll use the force, TJ.
Anyway, one is so we can remember our fallen that never made it home. But there's a secondary reason that is very personal to me. I am finally, Memorial Day weekend, I am finally riding the saddle sore.
Sounds painful.
1,000 miles in 24 hours.
Ooh.
Now, do
Me
we
and
want to
Harley are
do
gonna
like
have
check-ins with you upon occasion? Like if
I would not recommend it,
Okay.
but I'm going to ride out the saddle sore on Memorial Day weekend. I'm excited. I have been wanting to hit that ride forever, and I've got a route to do it that puts me in Las Cruces at the end of that ride.
You got people with you, or like to make sure that you're okay?
I'm going by myself
Oh lordy.
because the route I'm taking is not a route that anybody wants to go.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be leaving here at 5 a.m, and I've got part of the trip has got to take me through LaGrange.
Okay.
In that Texas town.
Right.
Out on the
I'm gonna ride into
range.
Houston down to the coast, do a loop, hit 10, come back, and I take it from there straight to Las Cruces, and then I send my miles in to Iron Butt Association for my saddle sore certificate.
Oh.
So I'm going for the saddle sore, which it's going to be an all day ride. I'm going to be sore when it's done. Like, give
As
me
the
a
name
hot tub.
implies.
Yeah. Give me
Yeah.
a hot tub. But it has to be done. It has got to be done finally. So I'm doing it.
All right.
I don't know what day I'm taking off. I don't know when I'm going to be back. I don't know if I'm going to come back. I know I'm going to ride it out.
You better come back.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll be
We always
back.
make it home.
Make it back with the shiny side up. Yeah, see, Chris
I
is
don't want to
unhappy
see
that
the shiny side up. That's okay.
Chris gets unhappy that I always make it home.
Hopefully, I'll be going to get my bike Memorial Day weekend.
That's
So you're
right.
gonna
You
ride
still
her
left
home?
that thing.
I won't be able to ride her home. It's a Harley, and she's been sitting for 3-4 years
Oh,
Mm.
she's
now.
grouchy.
Yeah, she needs a good douche,
She's gonna spit out of that
an
crank. Hey,
internal cleansing.
she's gonna end up spitting out of that crank vent tube.
Power of Christ compels you.
All right, so Chris, why don't you tell us about what happened up at Top Fuel and how everything went? And I am going to go have a cigarette.
And Adam, I'm going to need you guys to clip this part out later, yeah, so we can share it massively.
Thanks,
So,
Adam.
ladies and gentlemen, Chronic Chris, AsgardRadio.com. Dude, we had a fucking blast last night at the Top Fuel Saloon in Braidwood, Illinois. You can see I made it home safely. I am tired. I am worn out. But I want to give a big, huge, huge thank you to Freak, Debbie, and company, all the people at Top Fuel Saloon, the guys back in the kitchen, Steve, Brant, Caesar, all of you guys, you did a hell of a job. All the bartenders, all the staff at Top Fuel Saloon. I want to give a big, huge thank you to Old Fat Bastard and his band of dirty sphincters. I thank you guys for tearing up that stage and making it a rock and roll show. Prison City Brigade, Eddie, Ratchet, Possum. I fucking love you guys. I can't wait to see you again. If you come down to Louisville, let me know. Always fucking a good time hanging out with Prison City Brigade. You guys fucking rock. And yeah, it was just all around good time. Fucking Prison City Brigade, punk metal, punk music, and they do it their fucking way. And that's what I love about them. Ain't no one gonna change the way they play or the way they do what they do. Eddie, Ratchet, Possum, love you guys. And the Almas, Crystal and Frank, always a blast with you two. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All these bands, you know, they really stepped up last night. We had a no-show, which really sucks. If you're scheduled to do a show, show up. If you got problems, let us know early in the day, not while we're sitting around waiting for you to do your sound check. Like, seriously. That's how it went. We're like waiting for them to do their sound check, show up, get their crap in as quick as possible, and do their sound check. And they're like, we're not going to make it. So the Almas, Prison City Brigade, Old Fat Bastard and the Dirty Sphincters, and Jezebel put on a hell of a burlesque show. It was just a blast. All the people that showed up and turned out for the raffles, you guys, you're amazing. We appreciate all your help and support to Asgard Radio. I think roughly we raised about $500 to put towards the GoFundMe or towards the nonprofit organization to help bands keep on the road, keep moving. Yeah, like I said, I am tired. I am burnt up. I need a shower. I can smell myself sitting here. But always a good time at the Top Fuel Saloon. I appreciate everyone. Slider, Loki, hell of a good time hanging out with you two. We killed that bottle of shine afterwards. Oh, yeah, dude, it was a blast. I cannot thank everyone that was there last night. I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, I truly love every single one of you guys. You are my family. I am Joe Dirt, and you are my family. So, and we really can't wait to do it again. So, I know you want to touch my furry little pussy.
Yes.
But yeah, like I said, I can't begin to thank everybody enough. Eric, Big Kahuna Sound, one of the best sound production companies in Chicago, probably in the Midwest, probably in the world. I mean, Eric is awesome at what he does. I mean, if you need a sound guy in the Chicagoland, look up Eric Kuhn, Big Kahuna Sound. Just awesome. Freak, thank you, all your staff, Top Fuel Saloon. Thank you for helping us out. I mean, I honestly think I would not do what I do with Asgard Radio if it weren't for a little bit of inspiration by Freak, just watching him and listening to him over the years. Yeah, I mean, dude, oh my God, I had so much fun yesterday. Top Fuel Saloon, Asgard Radio, Big Kahuna Sound, all the bands. Old Fat Bastard, Dirty Sphincters, Prison City Brigade, the Almas, Jezebel, you guys, you're all fucking rock stars in my book.
So, Chris, I've got to ask, coming off of this concert, this get together, when do you think the next one's coming?
That's something
Are
we're
you gonna make it a yearly thing?
More than that.
Okay.
We're gonna have a team meeting this week because even before we left last night, Freak's like, I got more plans for this. Top Fuel Saloon, 100% veteran supported. I showed Jim the military, the honor room. I think he got choked up a little bit. So, and I mean, it's a great place to have your event. You can't find a cheaper place to rent a venue room in Chicagoland, in the state of Illinois.
So you go, everybody. That was right there. You know, you had this amazing event that went down, and it went down without a hitch, and I'm happy that you guys
had a couple of hitches, but it smoothed itself out, and all of the sound guys were happy to get out when they thought they were going to be there until 2 a.m. Nope, we're done, wrapped up. You guys are going home by 11.
Man, and there you go. So you said this is going to be more than an annual thing. Is it going to hit the road? That's the question.
Or is it going to just be a Top Fuel bash?
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're going to look at different venues to have events at. So that way an Asgard event could come to a venue near you.
I got the venue.
So I
got the venue in this area.
Like I said, I after that, I really can't say much more until after we have the private staff meeting on Tuesday.
Right.
So stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to promote it, obviously. And I got to say this, just on a side note, that I'm glad Old Fat Bastard and the Dirty Sphincters did great, but that really does sound like a band that Steve is the front man for. I mean, it really does.
Tell me about dirty sphincters.
Yeah, an old fat bastard,
Well, there's plenty of video. I got to figure out where it's at. It's probably on the Asgard Facebook page already.
Might be. And I know you guys had everybody there. I know leather pants were in attendance.
Yes. There was a lot of leather in the room.
Corsets.
Not everyone was there because it rained the whole week, and then it rained the whole way up to Illinois. And then Saturday, day of the event, it's fucking gorgeous and bikes are out everywhere.
Nice.
Oh.
Well,
right?
Don't give that cat no damn
good
love.
weather, bikers going to ride, right?
As much as I love you, I want you to myself. I'm going to be just a little bit.
Oh my God, Chris! Please just pet my pussy. I want you all to myself. That'd be great.
Hold on.
And on that note, Adam, what are your final thoughts for tonight?
My wife is being selfish and wants me all to herself. And quit showing your
I'm
fucking
trying
ass
to
on
wrap the
camera.
show up, but you keep interrupting.
Later on this evening, I'll be on Weird Frequencies. Come and check it out if you want. We'll be talking about UFOs, Bigfoot,
Send me a link.
ghosts, whatever. Just go in and join me. Should be about somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. is when we'll get our start.
Are you encouraging people to enjoy you?
Sounds like it.
Absolutely. But responsibly. I'm like a fine bourbon.
Oh, so you can't chug it all in one shot?
No, I prefer to be used all day long.
Oh. Irene, final thoughts?
I don't know. My mind's still stuck on the lesbian porn and doing golf off of nipples.
That's a great idea, though.
That's where I'm stuck.
That PGA with nipple tees.
Yeah. I just haven't made it past that.
It can't be the LPGA because then who would be the T?
Everybody.
The caddy would be the T.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but what if the caddy's a dude? Then you're going to tee off of a dong?
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
I guess. Corey says his final thought tonight is, can't we all just get a bong and Buddy the Hatchet? I have no idea what that means. Chronic Chris.
Final thoughts. Okay, well, you know me, ladies and gentlemen. Always support live music. Support local mom and pop venues. Support small businesses. And remember, kids, when you're using a water bong to smoke your weed, you're using all 4 elements at once.
Does it make you the avatar?
Yes.
I guess so.
Earth,
The weed
wind,
tender.
fire, water.
Sorry.
So does that make you Captain Planet?
Yes. He had the ring, which I think he stole from Green Lantern.
Oh, my Lanta.
Look, there's my ring.
My ring rules them all.
Mine says Harley. And on that note, everybody, thank you again for tuning in for another edition of Mayhem's Amigos. We have other things that we are working on that I'm hoping will develop into new shows for the network and make the
New
Mayhem
shows?
Unleashed network actually take off. Yeah, new shows.
Nude shows.
Nude shows? Yeah, we might do nude shows.
All
Are
right,
you gonna host it?
I'm game.
No! God, no! Ah! No, Irene should host that one.
So you saying I can't be on that show with Irene?
Well, I mean, you don't. Well, if she's going to host it, it's her call.
I know,
Bring
Irene,
on
we'll talk
all
about
the
it later.
nudes.
I mean, nude shows.
It's an
Woof.
all-girl cast.
Add the love in your Captain Planet, Chris.
There you go.
So everybody, again, thank you for tuning in. Remember, in another hour tonight on Ray Lyttle's Morning Disaster Network, you have Cooking for the Poors with Chef Pooh RD.
Chronic loves everybody.
And tonight at 8, you have the incomparable Hardcore Rob Hansen with our very own science nerd Adam and this Bigfoot geek named Bubba and some homeless guy, and you're going to get Weird Frequencies. Till next week, we will see you then. Thank you for tuning in. I am TJ. That's Chronic Chris. That's Adam. And that is the lovely Irene over there. Everyone, have a good night. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Rock and roll.